ds1 is looking at sustainable community living, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity to really raise questions about how are we living and how are we working in our built environment, in the spaces, the architecture around us.
The title for this year's studio we're calling Symbiotic Living, and what this really means is that we are asking for challenges to reimagine the nature of what it looks like to live and work in a community, to design spaces which allow us to think about groups of people living together in a way that's both more sustainable and more enjoyable and desirable.
So issues like the environmental performance of the buildings and the use of the spaces and an efficient design that really takes into account how we can accommodate for what the needs of the buildings and the performance of the buildings, as well as good conditions for living and really wanting to be in these environments. What is it that we need to do in terms of spatial performance? What do we need to do in terms of materials? How do we need to make the functions of the buildings also interact with each other and connect with nature? Connecting with nature is really a strong part also of the brief, because we're concerned about mental well-being and how people are actually feeling like in their communities. Are they feeling part of it? Are they engaged? Do they have a sense of belonging?
Practically, we're going to be thinking about what architectural technologies you might be pushing and developing, either old or new, which maybe support this agenda of symbiotic living, both for today and for an uncertain future. What possibilities might we be able to find through research for high-performing, advanced and complex material fabrication, which bring together the skills of computational design and digital skills and tools that are available to us? We're also interested in the interrelationship of architecture with resources such as food, water, air and energy, and how we bring these together with social concepts such as the private versus the public, the shared and the communal, and the intimate and the personal. What are you going to be doing this year? Right from the beginning of the year, we're going to be focusing on you developing your own specific brief, researching and interrogating existing forms of social co-living, co-working and cooperatives and communities, and simultaneously investing in your development of high-quality digital skills to allow you to confidently construct new realities at a variety of scales. And very quickly, we'll be applying these to a 4-week rapid design project, which we're calling Lodge, which is a retreat architecture to get away from the normal, that embodies a social well-being factor integrated with a form that's responsive to its natural environment.
And this will be a really fantastic catalyst project, because it will enable you to develop and improve your brief and your ideas within the architectural space. What do you want to explore in terms of form? How do you want to explore the relationship with nature? What's the language of the architecture? What's the language of the spaces? And then these ideas and these principles, alongside your research of your brief development, will enable you then to take an approach to the urban area that we want you to look at. So we are working on the outskirts of Witney, which is a town in Oxfordshire, and you are to explore this area and to find where you will be able to design a community environment for 100 people. And this is your opportunity here at a urban scale to really give a push into how houses should be developed. What's the relationship between public and private? Where are residential aspects? Where are the kind of shared social public areas? What are the communal areas and shared resources, etc. So really looking at it from a scale, or an urban scale, and then diving into it and really trying to develop certain aspects of the scheme where you're able to explore further ideas of technology, design, using computational design tools so you can really develop new interesting forms and aspects to materiality, always addressed around the important issues of the circular economy and sustainable materials and sustainable living. So we're also going to plan our field trip, and we are going to do a tour within UK and in Scotland, where we'll be visiting various communities and various modes, alternative modes of living that can inspire us and give us new ideas and ways in which we can generate a contribution in this field of urban development and co-living. Sustainability in the future. and we really also want to really